Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth, man, giving you the truth. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. We're going to get into some things, how to vet out friends, stuff like that today. This stuff is important because, see, what happened with Shanquella Robinson should show a lot of us how people are. Like, I've been learning this stuff, but lately it's intensified because, see, I don't know if they, something going on with the air and the water, but people are very predictable nowadays. As far as, maybe it's just my prophetic senses, but people are very predictable now. Like, whether it's YouTube content creators or like people in your city, so on and so forth. And I want to tell you, do not be blind when you start noticing these things. And I'm going to make a couple videos highlighting some of the aspects of what you need to look for when you stop hanging with people, so on and so forth. Or when you start hanging with people. But I got my notes for one of the videos I'm going to do. In this video, we're just going to kind of set the stage, just kind of talking about it. So, Queen Esquire Squad made an excellent breakdown of how all her Instagram stories, how they was acting distant, acting like they don't like her and stuff. And I want to tell you, because this has happened to me many times on jobs, with people. Let's go back to something that happened when I was younger. Now, this is the first time I start noticing that people do this, right? First time I start noticing. Because here's what happened. What I think happened with her is she was so popular in North Carolina that they was trying to be seen with her, because that's what people do. These people weak like that. Like, they won't even like you, but if knowing you improves their status, then they'll go with it. And then if you notice, like, these are the people who act two-faced it in certain situations. Like if you walking out of a grocery store, or you walking out of a job, or you walking out of this place or that place, these are the people who don't want to be seen walking side by side with you. And you got to notice this stuff, man, because people will be wasting their time talking to these people, trying to cheer these people up, trying to be friends with these people, and they don't even like you. Some of them don't even like themselves. So you'll be really wasting your time with these type of people. Whether a person is too guarded or too loose, both of them are equally dangerous to your life and your lifestyle if you're not around the right people. See, you need to be around the right people or by yourself. Like, never go on vacation if you only like or type with one person. Don't do that, man. We see what can happen. People be holding grudges, man, I'm telling you. Like, people hold grudges against me over that. My comments with the George Floyd thing, Trump, everything. But listen, I don't need none of these dudes, because I knew how they was a long time ago. Like, when I came back from college, now check this out. I had noticed that all but like maybe one or two of my guys, they just seemed like they wasn't acting the same. Like, maybe the number is too low. Like, I noticed they was acting kind of different, moving kind of different, acting kind of different. So I still dealt with them because I grew up with some of them, but like, they'll be like, hey man, who you, like one of my guys that I know was with me back then, he'll be like, hey man, who you want to roll, man? And I always picked the people that I knew I was tight with and cool with like that. And some of the dudes will be like, man, they think they blah, blah, blah. But they don't realize it was reasons why I didn't want to kick it with them like that. Like, yeah, we grew up together, we fought together, stuff like this. But if you messing with girls that I've dealt with or this or that, you really was showing me all the way back then that you ain't no friend. You got associates, you got friends, you got friends. Friend is somebody who, you know, if you get to fighting, they gonna jump in it. You know, if your car break down in the winter, they gonna come and give you a ride or help you get your car going. The ones that ain't really friends, this is how it was, man. I was popular in elementary school, popular in middle school. High school, I was more quiet, so people knew me and stuff, but I wasn't popular. And I used to catch dudes looking at me funny, you know, because when I first got to high school, I wasn't dressing that, all that, you know, because my father had a lot of bills, stuff like that, you know. My mother had quit her job. He was getting laid off. I didn't have a job, so I didn't dress the best, you know. So people, you know, high school was a fashion show. So that first year or two, yeah, the ones that knew me from the neighborhood and all that, they still dealt with me. But some of the kids I ain't know like that, they was looking at me funny and stuff. So when I got to working, buying an Air Max type of shoes and all that, I have remembered the ones who was acting like that. So I wasn't really talking to them or dealing with them. I just was low key anyway. And the majority of the kids in high school, like, I ain't deal with them like that. And I know they got Facebooks, but I'm only, like, some of the dudes that's not on my page I was cool with. But most of the dudes, it's a reason why they not on my page. It's reason. Because people give you them looks and stuff. They ain't run up on me because people knew I'd fight. And I knew how to fight. So people wasn't really running up on me in high school. They wasn't bullying me or nothing like that. And I knew how to rib, what y'all call roast. So people wasn't really, they just look at me and keep going. So I've been noticing these things my whole life, man. Like, I was really one of the ringleaders with the guys in my block on the circle, stuff like that. But as we started getting older, I started noticing that some of them, you know, we cool, but I might not be as cool with this one as I am with that one. I've been noticing that. So, get to college, same thing. I mean, this stuff ain't nothing new. The only difference is, in the 80s and the 90s, people didn't try to hide it. They didn't really, like, some people tried to hide it. But you usually fought the ones that didn't like you. And y'all either became friends or y'all just stayed away from each other, kind of out of each other's way. Like, case in point, a couple dudes I ain't like in the neighborhood, you know, I didn't hold grudges as we all be at the courts, stuff like that. But I normally didn't like to pick them on my team because, again, they won't pass. People won't pass to you if they not tight with you. Let me give you an example. My brother-in-law, keep in mind, I knew how to play basketball. But my game, I got to get touches or it's going to throw the whole game off. It's going to make me seem like a scrub. So I used to play with his friends. Those was his friends. And they never, they wasn't passing to me. I'd go hoop with somebody else, be balling. I hoop with them. They wasn't passing to me. I get a occasional rare pass and I'm fumbling. Because I'm thinking, all right, I'm just going to play defense. Stuff like that. These are some of the ways that people will show you them ain't your boys. Like, And then like I went to college, same college as some of his friends, my brother-in-law. Yeah, we'd talk to each other, but I knew those wasn't like my friends, you know what I mean? By how they acted. You see what I'm saying? I knew those wasn't my friend. And then, yeah, I'm driving in the sun, so y'all probably can't see me like that. Where we at? 10 minutes? I gotta break this down. I might have to have a part 2. So, if you paying attention, people will show you, yeah, I know you, but you ain't my guy. So what? Don't worry about that. You not their guy, and they not your guy. Now, I'm not like that. Like, I could not be cool with you, but I'm not gonna, like, not like you and you ain't did nothing to me. I'm just not cool with you like that. So I'm not gonna like try to hang around you per se. I like to hang around people that I'm in cahoots with, that I'm cool with. But the way I do it is once we start having too many disagreements, like me and you, we don't think it's the same. We gotta think similar for me to get somewhere. Otherwise, you just gonna either try to make me like you and think like you, or you gonna argue with me. Like, let's say a person is too stubborn to see things your way, but you're right. That's a person you don't waste too much time with that person. Like, sometimes, like, if you grew up, like, as the single kid or the guy with no kids, you're not gonna really understand what a guy with kids might be dealing with. Like, you're not gonna understand. So sometimes those friendships don't work. Like when you're too different from somebody else, those friendships don't work. Like, if you got kids, you should, like, the main people that you want to hang around is people who got kids. Because people who don't got kids, they ain't gonna understand that you finna spend this day with your kids. They ain't gonna understand that. So, going back to, where I'm at, as far as how people will show you, man, but you gotta be looking. You can't see something that you're not looking for, or that you not looking at. Like, for instance, I can't see what's in behind my head unless I look through the rear view mirror. Okay, now I can see it. A beige or a burgundy Hyundai, and the truck just got in front of that car. But now that I'm looking that way, I see a white truck. I don't see what they doing back there. Unless I look, see how I look in there, now I see what they doing. You can't see what you're not looking for. And this is where people get jumped. This is where people get in trouble. Like her, like she probably was turning a blind eye. They was gassing her the whole time. Those was not her friends. And I really hope y'all get what y'all got coming. You say, oh, you a preacher, you ain't supposed to think like that. Revelation chapter 6. How did they think? I hate when people gaslight, man. I hate when people do that, man. Like, and you at work. Don't be arguing with people, but don't be gaslighting people. If you don't like somebody, just kind of try to stay away from them. Don't be trying to pretend, and then they find out you done said this, done said that, like a little punk. You leave the job and you find out this gaslighting dude was talking all this old slick stuff, but he ain't do nothing. That's how people be. Like, man, why gaslight? I'm the type, I'm gonna try to get along with you. But when I find out you a gaslighter, you know what? You're not that manly like that. And some of these dudes will be walking around shaking their hair, stuff. They'll show you, hey man, I'm not all the way manly. Father wasn't all the way there. They see him here and there, but he didn't raise them. If your father raised you, Like, my father was more of a quiet man, but he made himself known. He raised his kids. You know, we got raised by a man. Through still 33 years. Dealt with all those layoffs. You know? So, you gotta realize, man, that sometimes the people ain't raised with their biological father in the house, but you were, they gonna be different. Some of them gonna be jealous. They gonna have different views. They gonna have a different worldview. You know, more of a victim mindset. See, just because you say this or that, that's not victim mindset for seeing how stuff really is. That don't make it victim mindset. What make it victim mindset is when you blame anybody 100% for your failures. That's victim mindset. Because you got to look at yourself. Let me try to get out this. You got to look at yourself. And victim mindset is dangerous because these the people who be needing friends. Listen, if your father worked a lot, don't become a person who has to have friends. You might not have any friends. You got to enjoy life anyways. These people not friendly like that. And you might not be able to find the ones that are. But you got to keep living. Enjoy your life. Never feel sadness or depression over these funny acting people, man. If they don't let you in the clique, form your own clique or be by yourself. Because a lot of people, they create cliques because they broken. You know? So don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. Because like I said, even during my college years, I would say that when I was little and my college years, that's when friendships seemed more solid. When I was late getting back to school, because I was working, I was trying to get a little money so I can buy me some clothes. Get my hair did, stuff like that. I had the little S-curl fade. Like when I came back to Jackson State, all my friends in college, they were all standing like right there in front of the dorm. Like it was a street that go this way and that way on, I think that's Lynch Street, J.R. Lynch Street. So when the cab was bringing me on campus, they all was looking. And then as I got closer, they like, oh man, there goes such and such, my first name. So I got out, they all hugging me and stuff. Man, let us get your stuff, man. This, that. I said, man, I ain't even got my dorm something. Man, you can stay in my room, man, till you get all that together. People were saying this, saying that. People were saying went home, went back home and got killed, all this other stuff. So, you know, friends help you. Like, they took my bag. They was happy to see me, conversating. Like, they couldn't, all of them trying to talk to me at once. That's the type of stuff that friends do. Friends call you. When I didn't go back to school, I got all in that street stuff. They were still calling me. You know, so my friends in college, me falling out with them was more me. They tried to keep in touch, but I was too busy running the streets of Milwaukee. And then by the time I caught up with one of them, he married, stuff like that. He different now. People change. He not a friend no more. He unfriended me on Facebook over stuff I was saying. But he already knew how I was. But see, once people start changing, some people will go from being your friend to not being your friend. And you got to accept that. Like if you have a friend when you was little, y'all get older, he barely talking to you, he hanging with other dudes. Let him go. Let him go. Don't try to hang with him if you're not cool with them. And don't try to force being cool with people. When people like you, it's going to happen anyway. It's going to happen anyway. People who like you, they're going to defend you. People who understand you. Friendship, they have to like you and they have to understand you. If they always arguing with you, trying to change your view, that's not a friend. Because a friend going to be like, okay, well, and they might make jokes. Oh, here you go again with this. But they not going to start resenting you for your differences from them. That's what adversaries do. That's what gaslighters do. And if you extend your friendship to somebody, when they reject your friendship, man, forget them. Don't support them. Don't, even on YouTube. If these dudes ain't good enough to answer, like when you say something to them or you ask them a question and they don't respond to their comment, man, forget them. Why y'all still supporting people like that who don't even respond to your comment? Support the ones who do. And you see right through it because they'll hear this and they'll start trying to. You got to see through it. Like it's some like Black Round, Chris B Info. It's dudes on YouTube. If you comment, they're going to respond. It's some solid dudes on YouTube, but it's also some grifters. And it's also people who just there for the money. Don't try to be friends with nobody who just on YouTube for money. You will know them, man. You will know them. The ones that gain nothing out of reading your comments. Them the ones you support. Paperwork Party Network. From now on, I'm only naming dudes that's cool like that. I'm gonna play that game. And it's some dudes that I might not name that I don't like, but I'm not naming them because I don't like how he do things. It's one thing to be guarded, but you got to know how to vet out friendship too. You don't be guarded to the point where you just don't deal with people at all. There's no need to do it like that. If somebody invites you to a party or a vacation or anything, and you not cool with at least half of them, and they not the type, if some jump off, they got your back. If they ain't gonna have your back, if they like wimpy or something like that, do not go. We was all watching this Unsolved Mysteries where dude went to a party with his friends. He was real tight with them. He tried to stay there. His friends left. Same situation in Shanquella. Man, when your friends leave the party, it's time to go. Don't be too thirsty. Don't do it, man. Just leave. Let me tell you about something that happened when I was 14. So my mother was real tight with this woman. She had a son close to my age. He a little older than me. I'm like, maybe 13, 14. He like a year older, right? So we start going swimming together. Now watch this. I'm telling you, this how it be. He come to my neighborhood, everything cool. He hanging with my friends. He going swimming with us. He has a birthday party. My mother told me, yeah, he called me, yeah, man, I'm having this birthday party. You can come, man, this, that, and the other. I come to this party. I get there. It's all his friends there. He ignored me the whole time. Barely talked to me. His friends was barely talking to me. They was leaving, coming back. I'm just sitting there. He wasn't saying, hey, man, come on, man, none of that. I stopped dealing with him after that. He tried to come over a couple times. I told him to his face, nah, man, you know, you was acting funny at your party, man. I ain't finna deal with you like that no more. And I did. It was over with. Because what's going to happen? I go over there again. I get into it with one of them dudes. They jump me. Forget that, man. No matter who you are, do not go places by yourself or with when you only cool with one person. If you only cool with one person, take at least 2 people with you that you cool with. If they don't like it, they don't like it. And stay with them the whole time. And if they ready to leave, all of y'all leave. All of y'all leave. I had a party. Now I'm 22. This video is not going to be the shortest video because I got to break this down. I'm 21. I had this girl. She invited me to this party. It wasn't hardly nobody there. I thought it was kind of funny. They was dancing to MC8 like it was slow music. It was funny. I sit down. The people that was there, I didn't like the vibe. Like, they wasn't paying no attention to me at all. Wasn't saying nothing to me. I told her, I kind of laughed about it. I said, hey, just call me later. Man. I'm about to hit it. I said, I'm about to hit it. I'm about to get up out of here. She like, okay. I left. Now, I'm going to tell y'all some of this other story, but I can't tell y'all all of it. I can't tell y'all how it ended. So, now I'm full-fledged thuggery. I meet, like we do in Milwaukee. I'm riding around. I meet this girl. She calls me up, invites me to her house. She live in the hood. The hood. And I get down there. I noticed right away she acting kind of antsy. I'm trying to handle business. I came down there for, jollies. So she says, I'm getting ready to go to the store right quick. She already had it was like a girl, 2 girls. I don't know if them was sisters, cuz I don't remember. But they was there. I'm trying to tell her, get rid of them, man. She says, I'm going to go to the store. The store right on the corner. She calls me from the payphone, right? I'm like, something doesn't seem right with this. So I hear in the back door, the wind blowing a little bit, back door doing this. Some dudes came in and sat down. I'm looking at them like, because I really shouldn't have went over there with my hat the way I had it, and the colors I had on. I didn't care though, because I had a little something tucked in my pants. So I look at them dudes. Them dudes didn't say nothing to me. They just sat down. I'm like, all right. I'm starting to get mad now. So she came back. I said, hey, I'm about to get out of here. I got to take care of something. No. I get up the street. Guess who tries to say something to me? The end. So, but this is the type of stuff that happened. I won that one, y'all. Anyway. You gotta be willing to cut ties with people. You should never, don't let yourself feel sad. Number 1, connect to the Most High. The Most High will be regulating your heart. Like what the Most High does is he never lets you get too low when you really with him. Like he'll cheer you up. He'll find ways to do it. He'll even put funny things that you find funny into your mind. That just all kind of stuff. See, y'all don't experience God because y'all, I think y'all relying too much on people or something. When you experiencing God, he will show you the truth about people. He'll show you when people don't like you no more. He'll show you when people never liked you. It's like he'll let you feel the vibe. You be like, you'll come in the room, this person, what's going on, man? You good vibe with them. But this person over here, sometimes they speak, but that vibe is bad. You know they don't like you like that. I don't care. Especially, look, I ain't looking for no fight. But when it come to men, like, I'm not holding no grudge against no dude. Because we can solve it for real. Like, we really can. We could talk it out. But some of these guys just not worth it. Because just because you try to dress nice and wear new shoes and stuff, that don't mean you not a bum in your heart. A broken man. You broken. You ain't gonna make a good friend. Every dude that appears solid, they gonna find a problem with him. Trying to giggle. I know what type of stuff they do. I done experienced it too much. I'm experienced. Seasoned. That's one reason why I just don't want to deal with these jobs, all these personalities. I don't want to bother with it. I might mess with it a little while, but I'm going to be to myself. And if I do deal with somebody, it's going to be somebody that I know I'm clicking with. Clicking with them. Because you will get caught up in these type of situations trying to hang with everybody. And if you in a room full of people that respect you and like you and admire your company, why would you say, I roll solo? No, you supposed to roll solo when you ain't with these type. Because you can easily stop dealing with somebody. If y'all fall out, just stop dealing with them. But people don't be having that like, see, I was raised by a man. So maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's why I understand and I know how to deal with other guys and stuff. I got to realize that some people, they just can't. Like one of my old pastors, he passed away. His father wasn't in his life like that. And when he saw how I did things, stuff like, seemed like he was getting jealous. And I'm loyal to this man, loyal, cleaning doo-doo out of the toilet, just being the janitor in the church, everything. This dude listens to another broken dude and start looking at me different. And I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't saying nothing. I was doing everything he wanted. Driving him. We had prison ministry. I'm driving him to the prison. I'm driving all the way up there. He preaching. I'm cheering him on. I'm doing whatever he need me to do. And this, he's deceased, so I'm not gonna say too many harsh things. And me and him, we got over that anyway. He tried to get me to come back. I said, nah, man. Nah, I ain't coming back to your church, man. No disrespect, but I'm just not. He came to my house. Gave him snacks, stuff. We talking on the couches. He said, I want you to come back, man. I said, I'm not coming back. Because see, when I'm loyal to you and you try to push, sometimes it could be you just wasn't raised by a man. Because when I look back to a lot of the conflicts and stuff, it was that. I don't care if the man was your uncle. If you was raised by a man, you gonna move different. But then you have some that they was raised by a man, but they never had kids of their own. So they can't relate to not getting their way sometimes. You have those too. Or those who was raised by a man who did an excellent job with them, but for whatever reason, they just have a problem with people. Like some people push people away that they should pull in, and pull in people that they should push away. And we're gonna end this video at that. We're gonna be talking about this all day, maybe for the next 2 days, because this is important. This is important. And go check out Queen Esquire Squad breakdown of how they was doing Shanquella. That was an excellent video. Because this stuff is important, man. But anyway, until we meet in the next couple minutes. Y'all take care. Y'all be safe out here. Y'all watch. Vet out these people, man. For real. And we will be back.